What up? It's me. I'm tired, and my roommate's home, so I'm gonna be quiet. But I wanted to record because there's a lot of things that have changed in my life. This girl. We have a new cat. She's pregnant. She's a sweetheart. As you can see, didn't expect a guest on the show, but here we are. Her name is Persephone, my idea. And she is very, very, very cuddly. Look at her. Look at that face. Look at you. And yes, she lets me kiss her little face sometimes. Yeah, that's the internet. Can you? She's pregnant. She's due in a few weeks. It's gonna be adorable, and she's gonna be doing it in my room, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, she's very cuddly, and I'm the person here with a room that's best adapted to extra cuddly kitty at night. Yeah, things are interesting because we have a new roommate. One of my roommate's friends needed a place to live, so we were gonna cut this lease here and move somewhere else. And then that person brought this kitty home, and we all fell hopelessly in love with her. Look at her. Look at her. Oh, adorable. And so we decided we're going to stay here until at least the kittens are weaned and probably rehomed. And yeah, how about. There we go. Um, so that's the plan for right now. And like, the three of us, um, my roommate's friend was just gonna stay with us for a few days while she was sorting her life out because she was going through some life changes and family difficulties. And we realized we got along really well. And she realized that moving in with some friends who understood the kind of things she deals with in life would be a lot better for her than her original plan, which had been to move to a smaller town outside of Winnipeg, where she'd already been living in one town. She was going to move into another town with her family. And she realized this situation is probably going to yield a better outcome for her. So she's doing that, and you know what? I'm digging it. I mean, like, she and I were hanging out one day and we realized the chemistry was working really well. And, like, we spitballed the idea. Roommate comes home, and, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Cute kitty. And we shoot the idea at them, and they're like, hell yeah. And so we were looking at places and we were going to move. And then this kitty came, and oh God, as soon, like, because we'd already approved a different cat that wasn't pregnant, that one was unavailable. So she brought home this one. And, like, I don't blame her because, like, look at this. Look at this sweet girl. Look at her. Mm. She's purring so much. I love her so much. I'm her favorite because I give the best squishies. Um, so we're just gonna, like, if we end up stuck here for the rest of the lease, which we all agree might be a possibility, we could, because, like, there's 2 bedrooms here, 3 people, we all need our own space. So I still have my bedroom. First roommate kind of ended up vacated from their room. So new friends in there. Other first roommate is chilling in the living room right now. Has been sleeping on the couch. We're gonna replace it with something better for sleeping on. And we're thinking long game. We can get some, like, room dividers and, like, split up the living room in half so that they can have a room and we can have a living room. And since I'm pretty good at, like, interior organization, I'm kind of looking forward to that challenge. Like, I'm already thinking about how I can shuffle my room around because it's become the primary hangout spot. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm good for. I inherited my grandma's taste in interior decoration. Um, but yeah, apparently the string lights and just the nice chill environment and the big comfy bed and the good company, my room's become the most hung out in room. Like, after I wake up, people will be like, "Hey, can I come in and chill?" And I'll just be like, "Yeah," and then we'll just chill together. It's so friggin' nice. Um, and I'm really digging where my life is at right now. Like, I'm finally beginning to get over some of the, like, dysfunctional thought processes that I ended up with in the last month, and I'm realizing some of the issues I've acquired or that have worsened from the things that have happened, and I'm already, like, ready to go back to therapy. like, which sucks because I was supposed to have therapy set up, but because of communication screw ups, it didn't end up happening. So I've been spending the last couple weeks scraping up the courage to go back to therapy despite my trust issues. So I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna get even better. But the thing is, I'm stable. I met my first roommate's mom today, and it turns out that first roommate, I'm not mentioning them by name just because I haven't gotten their consent yet. Um, Turns out their brother was a roommate of mine like a year or two ago, and his advice to my roommate was kill them in their sleep. They're horrible. Kill them in their sleep. They came home and said, like, yeah, I'm taking that with a grain of salt because you seem chill. And I met their mom, and their mom said, I am a lot more stable now, like from what they've heard and what they've seen. So apparently, I have been bitched about to this person before she even met me. But also, she looks at me and sees the way I am and reads stable. And like, today hasn't even been a like best day. Like, I got 6 hours of sleep. I woke up still like groggy from my sleeping meds because my med schedule's been a bit messed up lately and it's been really rough. But I'm back on the ball now and I'm hoping to keep that momentum up. I want to keep it up and I'm doing it, so yay. Um, but yeah, like I guess that was just a really reassuring point because like I can tell I'm getting more stable. I can tell I'm managing. Like, sure, my mood tracker says maximum anxiety like most of the time, but before I was saying, it's moderate anxiety when I was having panic attacks because I was so used to crisis state. Now I'm able to acknowledge when my anxiety is bad, and when it's not bad, it's actually not bad. I'm noticing when my brain's being fucky, and I'm noticing my tells for when I'm getting overwhelmed and doing what I need to, like, taking alone time or making sure I get social time, and I'm actually really making it work. I keep getting things in my eyes, and I'm wearing mascara today for the first time in like the better part of a month, so my eyes are irritated, so might have to just stop and fucking eyes. Why do they gotta be so sensitive? Uh, but yeah, I can't get over how good I'm doing. And plot twist, I started dating my first roommate. Yeah, it's like the more time we spend together, like the more easily we got close. Like when you run into an old friend and you just start like talking and hanging out and it's effortless. It was kind of like that, and we're already pretty close, and like we both understand we obviously don't know everything about each other, and it's not like, we're not blowing what's going on out of proportion, but we're recognizing that this could be a really good thing for us, and we're going for it. And I'm recognizing that I deserve to let someone love me, as hard as it may be, as weird as it may feel. And I deserve to let myself love other people. And I've been grappling with that the last little bit because I realized that love and intimacy and vulnerability is something that really scares the shit out of me. It always has, and I guess it got worse after staying in the homeless shelter and knowing I can't show a scrap of weakness because it would put me in danger. And after a really rough breakup and all that, like I knew I'd end up a little bit more screwed up in some areas, and I'm really not surprised by this outcome. I'm kind of surprised by how bad it is, also kind of not, but I'm also like, I'm dealing with it. Like, I'm not pushing myself beyond what's comfortable for me, but I'm also still stepping outside of my comfort zone here and there because I know better than to listen blindly to my fear and anxieties and stuff. It's just cat, just cleaning her little face. Um, so yeah, I'm in a relationship. It's going really nice, and we genuinely care about each other, and we're both ready to communicate and try. And I've got a feeling this is going to be really good for me in one way or another. And I'm becoming really great fast friends with like my other roommate, the new roommate, because like we get along so well as a baseline, and we both understand how the other thinks to a degree, but we think differently enough that, and like we have different enough experiences that the interaction can be an enriching thing in our lives rather than just more of the same, which is always really good. But like fundamentally, we're just running on a similar wavelength and it's awesome. And that person knows a lot of really cool queer or queer friendly people, and they've been coming over and hanging out in my room. And it's been really great. I've made a handful of new friends, ended up reconnecting with someone I met years ago, and we're getting closer now, which is really cool because I always really liked and respected the guy and like thought it was cool and wished we could have like facilitated a friendship there. And here we are, here we are making it happen. Percy, come on, quit blocking the camera. Oh, and she laying down. But just yeah, like my life's getting better and I'm making it that way. It feels really good. I'm paying my bills. I'm paying my rent. I'm like, I got this bridge piercing. I don't know if you've seen it. It's fucking dope. If you have seen it, it's healing really, Percy. It's healing really well. I'm so freaking happy with it. And I'm thinking of getting like a set of helixes on this other ear this month with my extra money because like that's something I really want. And I'm thinking of getting this really, really dark foresty green Arctic fox hair dye. It's like 12 bucks online plus shipping. It's like I can justify that to myself. And like with everything that I do to myself and everything that I change in my life, I get so like it feels so good. It feels like I'm moving my life in a better, happier direction, you know? And it's like everything in my life feels right to me. I'm not like tolerating a situation that feels wrong fundamentally. I'm not like um I'm not submitting to discomfort in ways that are unbearable to me. Not my life isn't uncomfortable to me. It's quite the opposite. I'm so happy and comfortable and secure in my life, and it feels so good to finally relax properly. Like every time I say, like, I'm doing amazingly, and it keeps getting better. Like, honestly, I think moving here is one of the best goddamn things I could have done for myself. Because now I've got like I've built a new support social and support network. So I'm not missing that I lost. I have someone that really cares about me that I am dating who is really like I want to be brave in regards to my fears of love and stuff. And like they're different from me and how they love, and it's just really like refreshing but also like weird, but also it makes me reconsider the way that I feel towards love right now where I am at in life, seeing them just doing them in this relationship situation. And I really think I can do a lot of good, and I'm sorry, I can't shut up about this. I'm doing really good and I'm thinking about a lot of things. And uh, damn. Yeah, but just more and more I'm happy with my life. Sometimes I take a step back and panic and be like, what if I'm like just being really fucking stupid? What if everything I'm doing is wrong? What if I'm just an awful person and I'm gonna fuck this up? You know what? I think the strongest choice I can make for myself recovering from like a bad situation, the bad situation I was in, because when you look at situations like that, no, not a single fucking person is perfect. Not a single fucking person wasn't helpful, wasn't hurtful. Like everyone hurt someone. Everyone did something wrong. Everyone tried to do something right, and it's just too goddamn messy to make it black and white. And some people want to view it as black and white. That's okay. That's your interpretation. Whatever. Doesn't affect me. But for me, the way I see it is in reality, literally nothing's black and white. When shit gets difficult, it's even worse. Because everyone has, like, their good intentions, and the road to hell is paved with good intentions. You put people in a bad situation, it's going to get ugly. And when that bad situation drags on and gets worse, it's going to go to fucking hell. And that's what happened. I can't blame myself for everything. I will definitely own up to the fact that I did, under that extremely stressful situation, crumble the absolute fucking ugliest. I did. I'll own that. Openly. that's my fucking cross to bear. But I'm not gonna treat myself like I was the one thing wrong there, because I'm not. Life is way too complicated for one person to be responsible for everything. And healing doesn't come from a place of punishment and pain and like persecuting yourself. Because, like, if that were true, then, severely abusive parents would turn out really healthy, well adjusted people, and they never do. And I'd be impeding my own progress by just being like, oh, I'm the worst piece of shit in the world. I'm an awful person. I don't deserve to be happy. I'm awful. And I'm pretty sure the very people that were in that situation with me would really think that I was fucking up if I were to be a self pitying motherfucker at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure they would disapprove of that sort of thing just because, like, honestly, I wouldn't be looking at that as a good direction either. Like, you gotta go to therapy, you gotta work through it, and you gotta work towards something better. If you just keep, like, living in the past and blaming yourself over everything and being so goddamn negative, how are you gonna find anything positive? And sometimes you gotta learn to forgive yourself. I don't have to be perfect. I didn't have to be perfect in that situation. I was far from it. And that's okay, because I'm a fucking human being. And we're never perfect. No situation is perfect, and it was particularly ugly. I'm just a human being. I can't expect more of myself. And it feels so good to say that. So I'm forgiving myself for the hand I had and what tore my life apart. But also, like, for as much as I hated myself for what happens, I think I'm done that part of my life where I'm just like mourning what I lost because, like, I needed to mourn. I lost a lot. But I have built a good life from nothing. I had nothing. And here I am with a good life and 2 cats and 2 roommates that genuinely care about me and my happiness, with a partner that's willing to be patient with me, that's willing to understand the areas where I'm struggling, and who's willing to help me find a balance, just like I'm willing to help them find a balance. Like, this is something new and intimidating for both of us, and we both know we don't have to rush anything. And we both know that we want to be happy and we want each other to be happy, and as long as we're communicating, we can work from there. We both understand that. Like, I have made that happen all by myself, all for myself. I think I get to love myself for the life I've given myself. Like, yeah, I hated myself for the hurt. I can love myself for the happy. And I really think that everyone here is pretty decently equipped and really dedicated to making sure this is a good thing. And like, we've already communicated about things like house concerns and feelings, and the way that we have a dialogue about it is really functional and cohesive. And like, sometimes we talk about our feelings, and yeah, we all have, dysfunctional thoughts and feelings. But as soon as we get into it and get started talking about it, I see, okay, they're aware of what's not good, and they're not acting on what's not good. Like, they're not doing dumb things from those thoughts. They're addressing it and being like, I know this is unreasonable, so I'm doing this to help it. And we can help reassure and reinforce each other's already productive and healing thinking, rather than trying to dig our way out of a place of dysfunction. It's more, we're maintaining momentum together. And it feels so good to be starting in a place of peace, because it's so hard to take a situation born of a place of chaos and to drag it somewhere else. I'm not dragging anything now. I pulled myself out of a place of chaos and gave myself a good life. I popped myself into this situation, and sure, there are variables and wild balls and shit, but it's not fundamentally unstable. It's not fundamentally unhappy. It's not fundamentally broken. So we just got to keep it together. We don't have to get it together. We just have to keep it somewhat together. And I have a strong feeling that we're going to do fine. And it feels so good to let myself be happy Oh, you want the tape? You want the tape? No, wait. What? You want it? Go get it. She's so sweet. The other cat's a bit bitchy, but she's really sweet. But yeah, basically, I'm choosing to love myself. And by the way, yeah, my self-hatred kind of manifested in like hating my body during that period of my life. I'm over it now. Not like I decided to stop feeling it, but I started to really like look at my feelings of self-loathing and look where they came from and learn to forgive myself for what went. I learned to forgive myself for everything, and I'm learning to like be happy with myself, and I'm learning to be happy with my body. And now every day I look at my body and I just think, damn, I'm cute as fuck. Like, I am shamelessly and honestly saying I'm beautiful. I am sexy. I am alluring. I'm smart. I'm creative. I'm impressive. And people agree with me. Yes, I sound vain. But after every fucking thing I've gone through in my life, I think I've earned a little vanity. And if it's true, is it vain? Or is it knowing what I'm worth? Sometimes I still don't feel like I deserve to be worth anything. But, you know, your mistakes don't really define your worth. They just define where you're growing from. And I get to know what I'm worth. Everyone deserves to know what they're worth as a baseline. If you're a real piece of shit, guess what? You deserve to know you're a real piece of shit. And I have been a real piece of shit. But you know what? Every person in my life, no matter how close they are, I'm a positive influence now. And they're happy to have me, and they appreciate me, and they accept me. In every way, I let myself be vulnerable. I'm just looking at the evidence at this point. I think I deserve to love myself. I think I get to have that. And that's the most important love anyone can have. But being loved by the people around you feels pretty good too. Kind of reminds me that I'm not the monster I feel like I am sometimes. I'm just a person. And at the end of the day, my knee-jerk reaction to help and support and bare my heart to show kindness to someone who's hurting, my knee-jerk reaction to protect and help and nurture, my knee-jerk reaction to fight for and protect the people I care about and work for my communities and my revolutionary ideas, because I know that certain systems hurt people and I'm against that. The fact that I'm unwilling to back down from my humanitarian attitudes and efforts, that makes me pretty good. That makes me pretty okay. I push myself so goddamn hard just to do what I feel obligated to, and people thank me deeply. And I'm like, don't thank me. This is what a decent person would do. I have the means to help. It's my duty to help. But I'm realizing it doesn't really matter why you do something. It's the fact that you do it that really makes you the hero. And I'm just doing my goddamn best to be a person, in this life. And I'm succeeding, I think. I mean, I have a good life. I'm being a good person. I'm surrounded by good people. I have good relationships. I have good cats. Look at this girl. Look at her go. She's such a sweetheart, and she likes me. It can't be that bad. 3 months ago, I posted such a depressing fucking video about how awful I am and how I feel so bad. And yeah, that was how I was feeling then, but my feelings have grown and changed, and I've healed a lot. And I'm able to see where I need to do more work. And I'm doing the work. I've come this far. I'm not stopping anytime soon. I've got dreams, and I'm actually beginning to come up with reasonable ways to achieve them, with support from my community. I feel so good when I look at my life now. I can't think of a single area I'd want to change. Can you imagine that? Like, my home life, I'm happy with. My income situation sucks, but whatever. Like, my social life, I'm very happy with. I've got loads of friends that love and care about me. And any given day of the week, I could probably find someone to come out and spend time with me. My buddy had a surgery a few days ago, and I was the person he came to when he was unbearably uncomfortable and needed help. And basically like he was freaking out, so I said call me, and he was all teary and sad, and I was like, okay, I'll be over there in like 15 minutes. And I was already up, well, on the phone talking to him, calming him down. And I packed up my shit and I got over there. And it was only later that day that I realized not everyone would do that, but I did. I'm a good person, and it would be delusional to ignore that. Like, the whole culture of you're not supposed to like yourself, like saying like I'm great is frowned upon. Why? Yet talking down to yourself is accepted or even encouraged in some circles. Like, why? That's worse. That's far, far worse. I'm just acknowledging myself for what I am rather than punishing myself for what I see myself as. Can't shut up about that because I'm just so pleased I'm on the other side of that hill, like recovery wise. I'm so happy with my life, and I'm so happy with this cat, and she's so cute, and I kind of don't want to stop filming because she's that fucking cute. I feel so good about myself. Like, and like, I was hating my body before. I love my body. I really like it. My weight loss finally stopped, so I went from, yeah, 240, like, the better part of a year and a half ago, to 180. That's a change, but I'm still muscular as fuck, though some parts of my thighs don't really have fat anymore. But now when I walk, I obviously have thigh muscles, and my calves shrank since I stopped wearing wedges everywhere, but now I just look like toned as shit, and I look really nice. And my favorite fucking part of my life, my favorite fucking part, I have achieved peak androgyny. I get straight men confused. I get straight women confused. I have had so many straight people struggling with their sexuality because they met me. People keep saying, like, your top half is masculine, but your bottom half is feminine, and I'm confused, and I'm just sitting there, like, feeling like Loki, like, fucking just. You're giving me power. It feels so good. I feel like some trickster god. It's so rewarding. It's not like I'm doing anything to hurt anyone. That's just my existence and people combusting over it. That's fucking funny. And I feel really good about myself nowadays. And I'm really happy with my life. Oh, you like the spankies? Oh, no, you don't. Okay. Oh, she's hugging my hand. Oh. Oh, baby. Oh. Yeah. If you know me, come see my cat. She's my cat now. She loves me. Don't you? I should probably end the recording. I'm just thinking, like, I've got other things to talk about, I swear. Um, I don't know, though. Oh, I started doing art again. I dug out my sketchbook and started just drawing things for shits and giggles. Lots of perspective practice. And, straight lines practice. And I'm actually getting half decent on the guitar. Like, I've got a handful of melodies that I've, like, learned to play on it, just, like, plucking one string at a time. And I can now play 3 chords, D, G, and E, right on the first try, which makes me really fucking happy. Like, that's progress. I told my mom about it. And, I tell my mom about it every time because she's, like, virtuoso at the fucking guitar. And, it's great. I'm really happy with myself. Like, I'm at, like, level 1. I've hit level 1. And it feels good. It feels good to just, like, when I just feel like doing something, just pick up my guitar and then make happen a melody that I, like, that makes me happy. It's like, music is so important to me, and I'm finally getting to express that in my life. I'm building my life to be what I need, just like I wanted. I can't shut up about that. I'm so happy. I'm so goddamn happy, and I never thought I could feel this good about my life. I feel so positive and happy, and I feel so good. I feel so goddamn good. I hope you feel good this week. Because, like, life can be pretty dope. You just gotta shape it that way. All right, I'm gonna stop the video. We're at 30 minutes. Hope you had fun wasting half an hour listening to me babble. But, I'll hit you up sooner so that I'm not so pent up with chatting energy. Talk to you later. Bye.